Welcome. This is Gaia's Mysterious Corner. I'm your host, Gaia.
And I'm your co-host, Mellow Man.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Gaia.
The Greek goddess?
Yes. Do you know anything about her much? Or do you remember her from school?
From what I learned about her, I know that she was often referred to as Mother Earth. And I think back to my childhood when I bring that up because I used to watch Captain Planet. And Captain Planet had Gaia over him.
Right.
So that's how I remember Gaia was Mother Earth.
Now, I remember Gaia as far as Greek mythology. I was always into Greek mythology. But let's dive into this. Did you know that Gaia's name means Mother Earth, which you did, or also Earth? She gave birth to all the elements of the world.
Every single one of them.
Every one. Gaia was formed from chaos.
Okay, so with that, I do have a little bit of information. So after chaos, wide-bosomed Gaia, or Earth, arose to be the everlasting seat of the immortals who possess Olympus above. After Gaia came Demtartus in the depths of the wide-pathed earth, and next Eros, the god of love. Gaia brought forth her equal, Uranus, heaven or sky, to cover her on all sides. Gaia also bore the Urae, or mountains, and Pontus, sea, without seeking union of love, i.e., no father.
Wow. Gaia's name is in other languages like Doric and Attic. All mean earth. However, I'm not sure how to say that name. Mycenaean. Greeks called Gaia Macae or Mago, which means Mother Gaia. The Insidora, which means give her gifts and shows that she gives to those in need. Gaia had many children in which she had lain with one of her own sons, Uranus. I want to say Uranus, but it's Uranus.
Yes.
Which in the end resulted to Cronus, who hated his mother.
Okay. Afterwards, with Uranus, her son, she gave birth to the Titans, as Hesiod tells it. She lay with heaven and bore deep swirling Oceanus. Sorry, have a hard time saying that one. Cous and Creus and Hyperion and Iphitus, Thea and Ray, Themis and Mimosian, and gold-crowned Phoebe and lovely Tethys. After them was born Cronus, the wily youngest and most terrible of her children.
Wow. She then laid yet again with Uranus and had a Cyclops.
Do you know what the Cyclops' name was?
I cannot remember the name of the Cyclops.
Brontes.
Which
meant thunder.
Oh, nice. and many more, including tree nymphs, giants, and I'm not sure how to say this. I have a hard time with words. Erinyes. Erinyes?
I think so.
Okay. Gaia then. Oh no, yeah, Uranus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a little interesting side fact on that one.
Oh, okay.
There was also Steripes, which meant lightning, and Arges, which meant bright. Then the Centimanes, which meant hundreds of hands. Okay, this is where it's gonna get a little twisted for some people. Okay. There was Codus, Brianos, and Gyges, each with 100 arms and 50 heads.
Wow, that's a lot.
As each of the Cyclops and Centimans were born, Uranus hid them in a secret place within Gaia, causing her great pain. Now, for those who have a weak stomach or can't handle a little bit of extra detail, might want to turn the volume down just a little bit for a few seconds, because this is where it gets a little vindictive for our goddess here. So Gaia devised a plan. She created a gray flint sickle, and Cronus used the sickle to castrate his father Uranus. As he approached his mother, Gaia, to have sex with her, from Uranus' spilled blood, Gaia produced the furries. Not fairies, furries.
Oh, wow.
Yep. The giants and the ash tree nymphs. From the testicles of Uranus in the sea came forth Aphrodite.
Oh, so she was pretty much the mother of Aphrodite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is getting deep. Now, wasn't Aphrodite,
Goddess of love, supposedly.
well, she was married, who was she with? I want to say Zeus.
I think she was Zeus's daughter.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, she was Zeus's daughter.
I know it was something along this. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
Which means Gaia was. See, there's a whole thing.
Makes her the mother of all.
Well, there's a whole thing. There was a myth that I believe it was Aphrodite was going to be raped by a king, and she pushed him away, and he spilled his seed on her leg, and she wiped it off her leg and threw it on the ground and impregnated Gaia. Then there's an alternate myth where it's Aphrodite, but she is supposed to be fighting off Zeus, who has a obsession with her, and he can't catch her, so he throws his seed on the ground, which is Gaia, and that gives birth to the centaurs.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to get more into that. So now, let's see. Gaia then laid with Pontonus, also her son.
Pontius.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. Pontius, which is also her son, and had several more children.
Yes, with Pontius, Gaia bore the sea deities.
The sea deities.
Yes, where you have Nereus, Thomas, and it's a weird spelling of Thomas. It's the only way I could think of. It's Thaumas.
That is a unique way to say Thomas.
And then there is
Thomas.
Pharisees.
Pharisees. I remember something about the Pharisees.
Ceto. And Eurbia. I think I'm saying that correctly. It's Eurbia.
How did you say that again?
Uriba, I want to say.
Yeah, it could be.
I may be wrong. I'm not going to say I'm 100% correct because I have trouble with Greek words because they just look weird to me sometimes.
I have a little bit of trouble with it myself.
But yeah, that was with Pontius. She brought forth the sea deities.
Wow. Gaia's appearance was on vases. I want to say vases, but
well, I mean, if you want to be proper, yeah, it's
vases. But I mean, come on, we're normal.
Yeah,
we're not the high proper type of people. It's vases. In earlier artwork, one of them shows her giving the future king of the city to Athena to raise. So it from what I understand from everything I've researched, I think one of them was that they had her trapped in the ground and only the upper half was out of the ground. And in one of the vases, she was in the same position, but she was giving the future king of the city to Athena to raise. So it was as if she was given the child that Athena needed to raise. As you know, where it was stating earlier that she was a giver and give to those who are in need.
Yeah, but if I understood that correctly, it was she was giving Athena to the future king for the future king to raise Athena.
No, it was for Athena to raise him.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to do some quick facts about goddess Gaia. You ready for this? All right. Gaia had more than 60 children with her sons and grandsons.
Yes, but she also had children without a father, so...
Well, there you go. That was our next fact. Gaia was born without a father and had several children on her own. With no help. Nobody to help her to give birth. So, what, she was able to produce through herself? Like...
kind of like an asexual thing.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to come up.
If you wanted to break it down to scientifically, it would be like an asexual organism or being that could impregnate itself.
Nice. Delphi was a possession of Gaia, in which she created after creating mystical vapors.
Huh. Mystical vapors.
Very interesting. Also, did you know Gaia never settled down, but people chose her to oversee their wedding?
Yes, I knew she never settled down. It was among the Greek gods and goddesses. Not all of them settled down anyway, but with Gaia, she was around a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. So it's not... It wouldn't be uncommon for one to be just a free spirit, so to speak.
Did you know only 11 of her children appear in legends?
That doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't, because you really, really have to research to look up anything about Gaia anyway, because she's not really mentioned.
No, she's not. Ancient Greeks believed that all life and elements of the earth came from Gaia.
That's not a far-fetched idea after what we have learned today. I mean, just if you go back to her kids, you got Sterapus, which is lightning. You got Brontes, which was thunder. So you've got sound, you've got light, you've got. I mean, she
her-
covered the whole spectrum.
Yeah, well, was it Uranus? Wasn't he sky and wind?
Yes, and she created him, which was.
Yeah.
It was weird in a way to hear it said that way, but to create her equal.
Well, here's
You're going to create your equal, which is your child, and then sleep with it.
yeah, which was kind of. I'm sorry, no. Did you know that Gaia's personality was that she was pompous, loud, and demanding?
Okay, back me up on this, fellas, but sounds like a woman to me. I mean, come on. Guys are that way, too.
Very much.
Just to be, real with it, guys and girls and women and men, they all are that way, but for a Greek goddess, it's not uncommon, because the Greek gods were all full of themselves. I mean, oh my Lord, if you go back into that, they were all full of themselves. So, I don't think it was a personality of her per se. It was a personality of her and her position as a goddess.
Could very well be.
Because that's a big determination on a lot of things. So we're going to go ahead and get a final thought out.
Okay.
And I believe I'm going to hush up after that. Maybe. I don't know. I ain't learned how to do that yet. Anyway, Gaia is the Mother Earth. She is the reason that the mountains, seas, plains, rivers, the god Uranus, and the starry heavens were formed. She might not be mentioned in a ton of Greek myths, but that's because she was around before even the Titans were formed. She is one of the most important primordial goddesses in the Greek mythology.
Wow. That makes me understand a little more where my name came from. That's very interesting.
So, I'm going to call this a shallow dive into Gaia, because you'll find out on the next episode that Mello here dives a little deep, just because I cover my bases when it comes to certain things. But it is what it is.
It is. Which I did a lot of the research this go round, so
You did.
I will take that. So I guess until next time.
Yes, don't forget, next Saturday will be another episode, and we're going to have a little fun with you guys. We're going to go off in a direction you're not expecting, but
We'll leave.
that'll be for next time.
All right, y'all. Until then, y'all have a good evening.